Hi there, thank you very much for clicking to my channel, and this is another MV reaction. This time it's actually a request for Akdong musicians Melted, or Akmu I think they're often called as well. This band, they won a competition, K-pop 2-star, in the last couple of years, and they're a brother and sister. Chan-Hyuk, if that's pronounced correctly, I don't know. Let me know. He writes most of the music, composes, and he produces. Very talented guy. And then his sister Soo-Hyun sings, beautiful singer as well. She recently did a collaboration with Lee High for I'm Different. And so let's have a look at this song. Okay, so there's even a logo, kind of like a melted snowflake, or a snowflake on the top of the screen. We're looking at a reptile in a cage looking out. Now the reptile looks like it's a man looking out across a few buildings. There's ice cubes in a glass. We're travelling in a car. A few boxes, bankers, sign on it. Guy there looks very kind of stuffed shirt, loosening his tie, looks very stressed out, grey hair. He gives this boy a lift in the car. Boy has a camera, a very old traditional camera, and he's taking photographs of documents, I think, in the car. Yeah, he opens up a box, starts taking photographs. The driver's incensed by this, throws his bags out and tells the guy to go. So the boy now is going into a shop. Shopkeepers there totaling up numbers. He's watching the boy, and the boy is looking at snacks or 2 pieces of camera film. He goes for the camera film and he gets a banana instead. We sell ice here in the shop. It's actually on the window front. Shopkeeper doesn't look too happy with the money. Boy now is in a park with a camera, looking at people. Takes photographs of a guy, 2 homeless people fighting over some trash. One with a bottle of alcohol, the other guy with beads all around him. Now we have 2 women fighting, and the 2 young kids look a bit confused. They're looking up at the mothers, you know, what are you fighting about? Guy now with balloons, looks very tired. I don't know if he doesn't know where he has to go. The colours of the balloon are not very bright either. There's a guy painted silver, not happy either, he looks lonely. And now we have a girl in a car. Looks very sad, looking out through a window at him, and he's looking maybe through a camera at her. Well, now he's in the car, she's painted up with makeup, looks very confident, he's taking photographs of her, making her feel good about herself maybe. And he's quite happy that someone's actually talking to him. Okay, they're gone to a bar, his bags are left in her car. He's asleep on the counter, and she seems to be flirting with a guy. They're both having drinks. People in the pub are chatting away, it's very friendly. The barman looks very sad and lonely. Girl now leaves the guy, or leaves with the guy from the pub. Barman realises no one has paid for the tab, and the boy wakes up, realises this, runs out the door, sees the car go with the girl, and his bags are in the car. What's he going to do? Barman shows him the paper, the bill. Boy drops his camera, he's focusing more on his camera. Barman is a bit aggravated by this. He's picking up his camera, the boy. He pushes the boy into a corner, down an alleyway, I think. He punches him. Then realises, hands him up. He's tired of the whole thing. The boy is kind of broken. He's sitting in a, oh, and you see him, he's in a police station. People are being harried around by other police. The boy has bruises all over his face, and the female cop don't want to hear about it. We see this every day. Don't need this anymore. You're not important. Okay, so the boy now he's walking maybe on a bridge, kind of netted rails around him. head down. He's not in the city anymore. He looks like he's going back to the country where he came from. Oh, music slows down a bit. The boy, there's a man that was looking out the window there with his glass of ice and alcohol. Boy sees a dog. The dog is barking at him. And it's in slow motion. And the boy starts barking back at him. It's like the straw that breaks the camel's back. The boy can't take it anymore. No one's friendly to him, not even the dog. The dog is chained up. Ah, door opens up from a caravan with little chief on it. An American Indian has a crowbar in his hand. We see the ice in the glass slowly melting as the American Indian gives him warm drink. He fixes his camera. Oh, so warmer colours in the caravan itself, and he's quite friendly with him. Fixes the camera, and we see the glass with the ice in the glass. It has melted, and that's the end of it. Very nice song, very good video. It's kind of deep as well, quite moving. The music is very moving, kind of melancholic, kind of sad ballad. It starts off with a nice up-tempo skip or beat to it, so I thought at the beginning I was going to get a nice happy song, and then it just slowly descends into kind of like a melancholy. The guy in the car actually is very tired and weary. He looks like he's been stressed out for quite a long time. And when I say a long time, I don't mean just during the day. It looks like that maybe he's tired of his job, tired of life. Then we cut then to a shop. The shopkeeper is watching your man, but is kind of almost disgusted when he sees the pittance of money he's getting. It's like insignificant amount of money that he's getting from the boy. But also he looks at the boy. Is the boy insignificant to him? You know, he's tired of people coming in and out. Nothing awakens his soul or his heart. It's just the same mundane bits of money coming in and out every day. We look at what I thought was quite interesting was the street performer, the guy painted in silver with the silver hat, and the guy with the balloons on the bike. You know, so you can imagine he's bringing balloons to a party. The balloon colours are actually quite faded. They don't represent kind of, I was expecting to see red, purple, blue, yellow, bright colours, which kind of represents happy party kind of feel to it. They're faded. It's kind of like his soul and his life has faded, his outlook towards life has faded. And then the guy in silver, painted silver, also like a street entertainer. Those two people are kind of, their job in a way maybe is to deal with people, to entertain people, to make them feel happy. But they don't feel happy themselves. They're lonely. We look at a woman then in a car. When we look in first, she's kind of faded as well, like the colours, the hues of the colours are quite faded. She doesn't look too happy maybe. She smiles, I think, at the boy. The boy finally gets some kind of welcoming gestures. He goes and he talks to the girl. She paints herself with makeup, puts the makeup on, and he feels that there's actually a real relationship, communication going on there. But yet again, like the makeup, it's all fake. She's putting on a persona. They go to a bar, he falls asleep. And what I like as well, the bar or the pub, everybody seems to be happy. They're making themselves feel happy by drinking. The alcohol kind of maybe, yet again like the makeup and other things, it's makes you believe the world is a great place. They're all talking happy, and the barman is just maybe with his glass cleaning up. He's kind of saying, I've seen this all before. This is all fake. They'll go back to the real world afterwards when they're sober, and it's a mundane, tired world. So we see with everybody, no one really talks, no one's even friendly. There's a barrier, a protection in front of everybody. I think that all these these adults, like the song saying melted, I think the adults are cold-hearted, no emotion, it's all gone from them, and it's true experience. They've gone maybe from country areas, or the country area could just represent their naivety, their innocence, their wide-eyed, bright look at the future. And then as they get experience and as they get older, they realise that it's not a friendly world all the time. The boy walks back into the country. It looks like he's heading home, back to the country, back to his traditional place where he came from, back to his innocence, almost retrieving back into himself. And he sees this dog and he thinks, well, at least maybe the animals might treat me better because they're not human. And the dog starts barking, but the dog is on a leash, and it's kind of like the dog is the physical barrier where everybody else is pretending not to talk or to be friendly to people. This dog is actually the physical barrier to friendship. So we expect this is going to be more brutal, and then behind that physical barrier, this door opens up in the caravan and out comes an American Indian. And you can imagine from the American Indian, their history, they weren't treated that well over centuries. Maybe they're like social pariahs for a long time. You would expect that they got so much abuse, so they'd be the least friendly. And it turns out that this guy brings them in and gets him a drink and fixes his camera. But while we're looking at this, there's flashbacks going on. At the beginning of the video, we see a man standing in an office building, a successful man, with a glass, some alcohol, maybe with a couple of ice cubes in it. And he has a flashback to his past, where he is the young boy leaving the country, getting in the car, going to the city, and all the unfortunate events that occur when he's meeting different people. And we see the glass slowly, the ice in the glass slowly melting. And if you listen to the music, especially around the time when he's in the car park, when he sees the girl in the car, you can hear with the instruments, you hear the sound of water dripping, like water melting. And you can see gradually the water is melting, the ice is melting, the heart is melting. We see an adult looking out the window, and he's looking back, and it reminds him of the time when he gets to the caravan as a young boy, and this American Indian comes out, helps him, gives him a warm drink. So it's thawing out that anger and that emotionless feeling that he has towards the world, which he has only garnered or gained in his recent journeys. And I think that was the moment that the successful businessman, I assume he's successful, realised that the world isn't a harsh, cold place. And that was the time that maybe aided him or helped him to make friends and to become successful. Because I think just before that point, he was going back to the countryside, to wherever he came from, and maybe cut himself off from the city, thinking that the city was full of lots of people with no emotion, no friendship, whatever. The song, I definitely give 5 out of 5. It's a wonderful, melancholic ballad, sad song. And the video itself, I would give, if I could, I'd give it 10 out of 5. It's a wonderful video. I can't remember who made the video itself or directed it. It's well made. It's one of the best videos I've seen in a long time, with a very good story. I can imagine a lot of people would be trying to interpret that video, which is always good. It's like pulling at the flaws or pulling at the storyline, trying to work out what does it mean. And the music and the video complemented together. So all I can say, it is a wonderful video, wonderful song. I am so glad that somebody asked me to review this one. So thank you very much to that person. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you have any kind of information or anything to say, please put it in the comments, and please subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye.